guys, welcome to a new day, a new song in my daily 1 hour guitar challenge where I pick a song out of my iTunes library and I try to learn how to play the guitar for that song in under an hour to go live on YouTube. And we are at episode 58 on YouTube or 102 on Facebook. And I'm continuing along my AC/DC week. And we'll see almost every one of the AC/DC songs have been getting banned. So we'll see what happens with this one. Probably will this one. At any rate, doing it anyway. I was going to go with one song and then I changed my mind, and I decided to go with Thunderstruck. I kind of thought this one would be a fun song to do. And I wasn't really right about that. It's okay. It's just, there's that riff in the song, that little opening riff. There are three guitars, and one's playing that opening riff. It starts that opening riff, and then it just, once it goes to the second part of the riff, where it starts to work its way down the fretboard, it just keeps repeating that over and over again through the entire song. It doesn't stop anywhere in the song. It does it through the whole song. The only time it stops is if there's a break in the song where everything stops and it's a blank spot. Then it comes back in with that riff again. It just continues. So it doesn't change for the entire song. Then there's another guitar that comes in and it's kind of playing one chord, and it's playing that, it's like this certain type of picking on that one chord. And it's doing that for a good chunk of the song too, that other guitar. And then the third guitar is the only guitar that's kind of doing all the little extra pieces that make up the structure of the song. For the most part, there's a little bit of, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's very close to that. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of all three guitars. I'm going to start off and I'm going to play that little riff at the beginning for the first little bit until the rest of the guitars come in. And then I'm going to start playing the other stuff because it doesn't change for the whole song. The other problem is that riff is very low in the mix. And I'm struggling with my levels. So at the beginning of the song, it's just that riff. And so I'm trying to play along with that riff. The problem is I can't hear it over my guitar. And I know it's a simple solution is just turn the guitar down. But the problem is then when the rest of the song kicks in, my guitar is so low, I'm so far under the mix, you can't even hear what I'm doing. So, and it kind of defeats the point of me trying to demonstrate myself playing along with the song if you can't hear it. So I'm trying to find that balance, but it's tough. So what I've done is I'm still, like from the majority of the song, I'm under the mix, except for the very beginning where I'm a little over top. Well, in the recording it may not sound that way, but from where I'm standing, I'm having a hard time hearing the riff while I play along with it. So what's happening consistently is I'm falling off time. I know the riff, I know how to play it, but I keep falling off time from the song because I can't hear the song very well. I can't hear him playing along underneath me very well until everything else kicks in. So that could very well happen here. And this is like what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and I'm going to be up close here, trying to stay close so I can get a good ear on what's being played so I can hear the two pieces together. Once we get past that stage, I'll back up. I'll try and stay back here far enough so that you can see my fingers moving. You know, I'll try and stay maybe around here where you can still see what I'm doing. And you won't see the picking hand, but you still see this. You'll see what my fingers are doing on the fretboard anyway, so at least you can see that I'm actually playing it. And then once I get past that, I'll back right back up where you can see the whole thing. All right, so that's the plan. So hopefully you can bear with me on that. So I'll do my best to try and stay in time at the beginning here, but I have been struggling just because I have a hard time hearing it. Okay, all right, let's give it a shot and see how this goes. sorry about that. Yeah, that beginning part so hard. I'm focusing so hard on trying to hear what's going on. I'm not paying as much attention to what I'm playing, and it just throws me off because I just can't hear it. If I could get a better mix in my ear, maybe if I had a monitor in my ear, then maybe it would make a huge difference for me. But I'm not playing with a monitor here. So yeah. So it was a little bit sloppy there through that intro part because I kept losing it. I could hear it and I was trying to stay with it, and then I'd fall off, and then I'd lose track of what I'm doing, and I'd mess up what I'm playing. So short of that, the rest of it I think came across fairly okay. There was a couple of little timing issues in there, especially right at the end, the last couple of notes. But yeah, it was, overall it was okay. It was okay. It's a fun song, but it's not there's not as much going on in there as I thought. I thought this was like a kind of like a cool riffy song, but it wasn't. That little riff gets old pretty quick, and because it never changes. So anyway, and I was bouncing around, like I said, I was bouncing around from all three guitars just to keep myself doing stuff, because there's points where each guitar just doesn't really do anything. So I'm jumping, okay, well there's nothing going on here with this guitar, so I'll start playing what this guitar's doing and bouncing around. So anyway, so there we go. That's episode 58 of my daily 1 hour guitar challenge, AC/DC Thunderstruck. It was okay. You know what, in all honesty, I did enjoy learning this song, although I had to learn all three guitar parts to be able to do the whole thing. So, but it was fun. It was a fun one today. Overall, and so I'll be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow's Friday, right? So I'll be back tomorrow with the final song of the week. Another AC/DC song. It'll be the last one of the week. I don't know what it'll be. Maybe I'll do the one that I was going to do earlier. When I started, I had a different song picked. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if you're around tomorrow and you decide to tune in, I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great night, guys.